Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Thank everybody. Thank everybody for tuning in. Tuning in. Billions. Billions. It's 4 times, man. Because you did it wrong. You got to practice it. Listen, man. Billions. But all right, let's see what I got to do with. All right, we thank everybody for tuning in to Billionaires Radio. I hope your mic is broke.
I want to do the Wonder Twins activate, John.
That's not what it is, man. But you know,
I didn't like it, bro.
Because you did it wrong.
It wasn't about doing it wrong.
You didn't have no energy.
Billions. Billionaire Radio. No, I ain't into that.
Because I know.
Let's get it popped.
That's corny when you say that. That's corny. We thank y'all for tuning in to Billionaire Radio. I'm your host, Big Arm Lateef, with the pad over here. It's my star, the co-host, Lateef Billions, the inappropriate one.
As you can see.
We're the infamous Troll Brothers. Today, season 2, episode 68. Right now, we're live on Glockaware, so tune in. And if we're going to take you guys on the infamous plane ride.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a little bit of rocky, a little bit of turbulence, but it's going to be a nice, smooth landing. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
We thank everybody. Got to deal with this guy today. Man, it be going on in here, man. It be going on. Today's show, sponsored by an Outfit for You. Family brand by Michael Keenan's. If you want your brand to be successful, make money, my guy Michael's the guy. Why do I say that? Because this company, he built a lot of fashion brands you guys like wearing. Some of those fashion brands is WESC, Hurley, Steve Madden, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, Sean John. Also, his company Wardrobe Style did the Wardrobe Style for 17 shows. If you guys are watching TV, it's not a night you're not going to see his stuff. Some of those shows, NCIS, Chicago, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magnum PI, SWAT, This Is Us, and all those FBI shows. There's a network of executives making it happen all over. Retail, fashion, entertainment, sports, you name it. Hit them up at outfitforyou.com or just go to michael@outfitforyou.com. On that note, as he says, we're going to get everything popping. You know, got to deal with this guy, but, you know, billionaires, double L, double N, EAR. That's us. I'm doing this for a reason. You know why I'm doing this. You know,
it's going to be a good show.
You know, it's definitely going to be a good show. Did you hear Beyonce's album?
Yeah.
What do you think about that thing?
I don't know. It sounds ahead of its time. It's definitely different than anything she's ever done before. And I think it's similar to what Drake album, when Drake album came out, they didn't like it. A lot of reviews was like bad. And I think it's going to be a lot of bad reviews for Beyonce's album because it's misunderstood. She got a joint in there called Church Girl.
I don't think the album is misunderstood at all. I definitely think it's a dope album, but it's just a straight dance album. She created something that it's a dance, you know. It's a whole dance type of album, you know.
Right.
It's not one song that she's gonna have you standing around. It's definitely different. She's in her space right now.
The lyrics is unorthodox to me though.
What do you mean by unorthodox?
Because one of the lyrics in there is she says something about it's not your face, it's your money. And I don't know if is she pertaining that to Jay-Z?
Why is that unorthodox? What does the word unorthodox mean to you? When you say the word unorthodox, what does that word mean? Because I'm not understanding it's unorthodox.
Unorthodox means it's not in a pattern. Like, you know, it's not smooth. It's up, it's down, it's over, it's around, it's over here, it's back here. The album moves around a lot.
That's what albums do.
I don't know. do too many albums.
Are you a Beyonce fan?
No, I'm not.
All right. So for you probably what they call it, the Beehive. You're not part of the
Oh,
Beehive.
heck no. Heck
right.
no.
So people part of the Beehive, they, it's getting good reviews already.
I don't know about Church Girl. She had to change the lyrics in some of the. She had to pull it back, go in the studio, take some stuff out, and then put it back out again. Because she caught flack about the word spazzing or something like that. Something pertaining to people who can't control they body movement sometimes. They have these attacks and spazzing or spizzing. But anyway, she caught flack about that.
She caught flack about. I'm glad you did some homework, man. I'm proud of you, man. You're taking some time.
I said it's going to be a good show, man.
You're looking up some things. I'm proud of you, man. He did his homework, man. He covered the Beyonce series, y'all.
No, I like Beyonce. Don't get it twisted. I'm attracted to Beyonce.
I'm not saying that you're not attracted to her. I'm just talking about the music that she did. Mm-hmm. I feel like the music that she did, it's a dance album. That's all.
Right.
It's a dance album. It's a little different than what she usually does.
Right.
It should be different. It shouldn't be the same album that she did before.
Right,
and she's older now, but she's attracting a different demographic right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's all about dance, and that's what I think she did a good job at that.
The production is ridiculous, though.
It's a cool production.
The production is amazing.
It's a cool production. It's a lot of good production out here.
But she calling Church Girl thoughts in that Church Girl song. Shake it like a thought. Shake it like a thought. Chatty thotty 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 thotty.
Do you know why she called it Church Girl?
No, I don't.
Because she's talking to herself. She has a whole thing where she breaks all that down.
Oh, okay.
She's a church girl.
I mean, when you're breaking it down, sound like you from the Beehive. You with the Beehive?
What is the Beehive?
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know. What's the Beehive? What's that?
That's a group of Beyonce fans that's like a part of a group.
How do you know that? You're part of the Beehive. How do you know that? Because I don't even know what that is.
I mean, I'm serious. There's Beyonce fans.
I know, but
and then it's the Beehive.
But I didn't know that. So for you to know that, you must be part of the Beehive. I had no clue what that was. The first I even heard of it. So I mean, hey, but listen, real quick, man. We gotta give it. Bill Russell passed. Wow. Celtics champion, legend, played way before my time. The great Bill Russell, NBA. He 8 consecutive titles.
I thought he had 11
total.
Oh, 11 total.
Yeah, 8 consecutive.
Oh, damn. Whew.
Yeah, 8 consecutive titles, 11 total, and he had 2 as a head coach for Boston.
So he won 8 chips back to 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 back.
That's why they say he's better than Michael Jordan when they can do the comparison, because
right.
he has more rings.
So why is the media and everybody trying to say that Tom Brady is the best athlete that ever lived if Tom Brady don't have 8 consecutive championships or even 11 rings?
Because when Bill Russell got his 11 rings, Tom Brady didn't start playing football yet. So we're talking about a different time for Bill Russell. Bill Russell, he got inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Well, why doesn't that pertain to Jordan? Well, why doesn't that pertain to Jordan also? Because you just said he's better than Jordan, but he's not better than Brady.
I never said that.
Well, who said that?
I don't know who said it. I said when they compared it to Jordan, they said
I don't think Brady should even be in the conversation of athlete.
I don't think Brady should be in the conversation talking about basketball player. He's a football player.
I'm just saying, while you was talking about rings, I mean, hey. So
I don't think it should be,
Yeah, but Bill Russell, man,
Yeah, I just
him and Wilt Chamberlain used to go at it, I heard.
Right. So, just want to actually he was sick. People don't realize he's sick.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what it is.
88 years old though. 88.
But he had an illness, so he wasn't there for the MVP champion when they won finals. He couldn't.
He couldn't hand it out. Yeah.
Yeah, he was sick.
Wow.
So he had a sickness already he was dealing with for a very long time.
But 88, yeah, that's a good run.
Yeah, he had a good run.
He had a good run.
Back
in the day, they go to 146, 155.
Who did?
The human beings before us.
Who told you that? They died earlier, man. They died early back then,
man. They was living to 145 years old.
I don't know who was living.
You ain't seen them beards all the way down to their damn ankles.
Who lived that long? You know somebody? I don't know. I haven't heard that. What you talk about, man?
Oh, man. I heard they lived forever back then, bro.
The life expectancy for us we was dying faster, man, back then, especially in America.
You mean Europe? You mean Europeans were dying fast because of disease and phantom, but people that were healthy and knew how to eat and put the right things in their body and had proper plumbing and knew how to cleanse themselves, they lived longer. People started dying off as soon as disease and phantom came from Europe.
Disease been here.
How come the Indians didn't have no disease until?
Do you know some Indians back then that did?
Yeah,
you know some?
Tonto, I know Tonto.
You know Tonto? You know what I mean? Because pretty much
that's my man.
Cause pretty much you acting like you know these people.
I'm just saying they was living just civilizations until they started colonizing. Europe brought all that stuff over here. The Indians was just cool until the Europeans came with all that disease and all that stuff. That's when they started dying off like quickly, like whew.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I never heard that before.
You're gonna read it, you're gonna look it up.
No, I'm not gonna look that up because that's Lateef logic. I'm not getting involved in that. You know. But crazy thing, right? So did you hear about there was somebody, there was a Lyft driver, right? And somebody died getting out the Lyft.
How that?
Yeah, and what happened was this guy was a major guy. Suppose his former Como, the Stafford guy named Sidney Wolf.
Right.
He was killed after getting out of the Lyft. They got a little altercation. They're on the road in Delaware. They're on the road. They get to altercation. They told him to get out of his vehicle. He pulled over to the left. He pulled over to the left. He got out. He got out the car. There was a car SUV coming. Swerving because he stopped, swerved to go around, smacked right out that over, hit him, killed him.
He didn't die.
Yeah, and the Lyft driver took off
because he got smacked by a truck.
And the Lyft driver took off.
And the Lyft driver just left him.
Right. No, he said a Corolla hit him. So it was a Corolla hit him.
And the Lyft driver, you think the Lyft driver saw it or heard it?
They said the Lyft driver is at large. But I'm only speaking of this because I'm saying, like, when you're on if you're on the expressway, you're on a Lyft, Uber, or anything, why would you get out the car?
On the expressway?
Yes. Why would you get out
the car? That don't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting out the car.
Heck no.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of red flags in that story.
Right. And so
I ain't never let nobody out on the damn E-way, man.
And they said the Lyft driver is at large. I mean, I guess they're looking for him. But he was a major person with, Governor Como.
Did they get the person that hit him? That hit the dude?
Well, that person stayed on the scene. It was an accident, of course. But,
and then murked him?
Yeah.
Dang.
Right. But they said he was a good father, a good person, and everything. I'm like, well, how good of a person were you? See, I don't know. If you got to it with the driver,
right?
And to the point where the driver puts you out the car and pull over,
right?
That wasn't a good ride.
I mean, decisions has consequences, though. I mean, think about it. You made a decision, conscious decision, to get out on the E-way.
Right.
What did he expect? Honestly, what did he think might or could have happened?
Put him out the car.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother ball game.
He put him out. He didn't tell him.
Oh, my God.
He didn't say, I'm going to get out. He pulled over and told him to get out. And of course,
man.
I guess emotions flared and things, he got out there. And he was in the car with, I think, 3 or 4 other people in the car as well.
All right, so the good father, right, who was a good person, that ride should have just been complete. It should have just went from A to B, and it should have been complete. Something had happened in that car that made the driver so furious that he pulled over and told the man to get out of his car.
That's what I just said.
I know.
Right. So, but do you think the driver should be responsible for that murder?
Yes. Not for the murder. I'm not going to put murder on him, but he going to have to pay some fines.
Why, though?
Because he didn't murder the dude. All he did was tell the dude to get out his vehicle.
So why you got to pay fine? So why did you don't know what was going on, what was said, what happened, but why am I responsible if you got out my car? Like, once you got out my car, I'm no longer responsible.
He could have been in there advancing to this man sexually, or he could have been trying to rob the man, or he could have been in there saying some real highly disrespectful things. You would have did it.
No, I'm saying, why would the driver be responsible for him getting hit by the car?
I never said the driver was responsible.
Right. So that was my question. Do you think the driver should be responsible?
No, I don't think he should be responsible for the death, but I think he should be responsible for allowing him to get out his car on the expressway. If you understand what I'm saying to you.
So you're saying he's responsible?
No, I'm saying he's responsible to a point.
So you say he should pay a fine?
Yes, at least a fine.
So what's the name of that fine? What's that charge?
Letting somebody out on the freeway. Charge.
Okay. So or the street.
Charge.
Doesn't matter. So pretty much
the street is different from the E-way. So that's pedestrian area. The expressway, no pedestrians should be on the expressway. You know what I mean? Even walking to get gas, I think that's against the law.
I don't think he should be charged at all. I don't think none of it his fault because you didn't have to get out the car. Just I told you to get out. That's the whole point. We could have, if that was me, we'd have sat there till the cops came.
Okay.
We'd have sat there till the cops. You'd had to get the cops to actually come get me and get me out the car.
What about if you pulled the ratchet out on you?
You had to shoot me in the car.
Or a bone crusher, right?
You had to shoot me in the car.
Poke you right in the middle of your forehead.
First of all, I watch a lot of TV. I'm grabbing a gun. I'm grabbing a gun. What you talking about? We in the car, I'm grabbing a gun.
All right, so his decision was his consequence.
I mean, I think there was just a heated moment. It might have been intoxication. I don't know, but I feel like the driver shouldn't be charged. That's all I'm saying.
And we never gonna really get deep into this story until they catch the driver who is at large.
They're gonna catch the driver. They might quit him already.
They already took him off the platform. You know, Uber took him off the platform already.
No, you can't. It was Lyft anyway, but you can't. The driver didn't do anything wrong because if the driver,
you cannot let nobody out on the express. You cannot. First of all, you paying for a service.
No,
so you're locked in. You're locked in, bonded by contract.
If there's a confrontation going on, I feel uncomfortable, uneasy, unsafe. I can let you out right there on the spot.
And Lyft is going to get sued, and they're going to kick you off their platform.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're going to sue. You think they're not going to sue? It's a bond contract. He already paid for his ride. So you got to pick him up at a destination and drop him off at the destination, and then you got to slide complete. That ride was not complete. Not only was it not complete, you put a customer out on the expressway.
Nah, man, the ride is complete when I close it out. That thing is complete. When I close it out, the ride is complete. If you acting irrational, I close it out.
But who said he was acting irrational, though?
That's why he put him out. We don't
know that.
That's why he put him out.
We don't know that.
They said they got in a confrontation. There was witnesses there. It was a big old confrontation.
Okay.
It was a heated argument, heated debate. He pulled over, told him to get out.
Okay.
You know, unfortunately.
I mean, I feel you, and I understand completely what you are saying. But they're gonna go by the law. They're gonna go by the pen, man. It's a blueprint to it. You can't just do things like that. He should have handled it in a different way. Look,
there's no way to handle it if you're irrational and I feel unsafe. Once the word unsafe come out of my mouth,
right,
that's a done deal. I felt unsafe. I feel like I was in harm. I know he was going to attack me or not.
So why you just didn't get off at the exit?
Because that's not how it happened.
So you saying that you felt like while you driving, whatever he might have done could have caused both of y'all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Death or something like that, or harm or injury. His actions. You don't know what his actions are back there behind you. So you felt so like in danger that you just pulled over, finished the confrontation, and told the man to get out your car.
First of all, he should have got out on the left side of the car.
That's true.
He should have climbed over everybody else.
That's true.
And got out on the left side of the car.
All right, let me ask you one more question.
Did
he pull over on the side of the E-way, or was he in a lane and let him out the car?
He was on the left. I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't tell you.
Because that's another problem. If you stopped in a lane and you didn't pull off to the side, oh man, the lawyer's gonna eat that up. They're gonna sue Lyft, man. They're gonna get paid too.
I doubt it.
Watch.
I doubt it, period. But
Mm-hmm.
But so here's something crazy.
What's up with that?
There's an Instagram model.
Right.
She almost died of AIDS. She almost died of AIDS.
Right.
She had it for 10 years and didn't even know it.
She had AIDS for 10 years.
And didn't even know it.
And been giving it out for 10 years and not knowing it.
Didn't know she had AIDS.
They got to find everybody that she had sex with.
Listen, it's bad. She went losing her vision in one sight. Like, she almost died. That's how she had to go to the hospital. And when they ran the test, they found out she had AIDS. It's real bad. Her name is Jenna 2. That's all they know. TEW. If anybody slept with her, y'all need to go get checked.
Put that name out there again.
GENA2 TEW.
Bro.
I mean, she a whole decade she had it. She didn't even know. So the crazy thing is, why are you having sex with all these people and not getting checked for AIDS for 10 years? That's my whole point.
And I think she knew.
No, she didn't know.
I think she knew her body wasn't right, and I think she knew she was sick, but she just played it off. Like,
didn't know.
I don't know.
She's from Brooklyn, so you know it's
people
know
close. People know their bodies, and they know when stuff is not, you know, acting right. So, you know, some people like to try and hide it, you know, without even going to see a doctor. They, it'll get better, it'll get better. Well, guess what? It just got worse. 10 years of just.
But the reason why it's such a big story, not only because she's 27, she's young, but at the same time, she's linked to Chris Brown, Chief Keef, and Nick Cannon.
Oh. Damn. Say them names again.
Chris Brown, Chief Keef, and
Nick Cannon.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, she's her weight started dropping.
Oh,
she dropped.
Man.
Listen, she dropped all the way down 65 pounds.
65.
Yeah,
she ain't even had no nutrients left. They sucked her up like a straw.
Like I said, she came blind on one eye, and she lost the ability to walk.
Damn, Nick Cannon.
And then she had to get. Then she eventually
Chris
had to go
Brown.
to the hospital. And I felt like that was scary because y'all don't even know what's like. You got these people out here on Instagram models and people like that. You're having sex with these people. Everybody's active. Nobody's getting checked.
I hope they was having protected sex with her.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Well, Nick Cannon been having babies and everything, so Nick is good.
I mean, they just buck wilding. They just out there buck wilding.
Nick is good, but I'm just so right now.
Oh, they probably dated her a long time ago.
Yeah, but right now, somebody's shaking their boots.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, they got medicine, but it's expensive. You know what I mean? Like, dang. That's crazy.
Right. I feel like if you're sexually active with multiple people, you should be getting an AIDS test at least once a year. She went 10 years, never got a test.
She tripping.
That was my whole point. Like, that's bad.
Yeah, that's real bad. That's real bad. 65 pounds. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, she dropped a lot of weight. A lot of weight.
Well, she's still alive, right?
Yeah.
She's going to have to live with that for the rest of her life.
We know they got all kind of treatment now, I guess.
They're a little ahead of the game with it now, but still, just knowing that's inside your body, man. Goodness gracious. I mean, Magic done live with it. I don't even know if Magic have it anymore or the antibodies anymore.
Maybe we should call him and ask him.
I will.
Yeah, give him a shot to the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna call him.
So,
I'm gonna call Big Dog.
Yeah, you know him. So interesting at the Rolling Loud Festival. That's why I laugh at Kanye's very petty, man. I laugh at Kanye. so Kanye West pulls out of the Rolling Loud Festival. Doesn't give a reason, right?
Right.
Pulls out as the headliner.
Right.
So they replace him with Kid Cudi. Right now, Kanye and Kid Cudi they have a beefing right now.
Right.
He's upset because he got cool with Pete Davidson. So Kanye felt the kind of way.
Kid Cudi got cool with Pete Davidson.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because so he's like, how you gonna be doing records and music with me?
Right.
And you cool with my enemy?
Nah, that's dumb. That's so corny. When they do that, man, they acting like kids. You adult. First of all, you a grown man with all that money, man.
But here's the thing.
When you find time to be petty?
That's Kanye West. But here's the thing. So Cudi's performing, and the crowd is throwing bottles at him, hitting him.
Right.
With all kind of bottles.
That was all over the news.
He was like, look, if one more thing hit me, I'm leaving the stage. Somebody hit him in the head with a bottle. He pounced off the stage, storming off.
At least he got paid.
But so this is why Kanye's petty. After Kid Cudi storms off the stage,
he comes out.
Kanye comes out on the stage. So it's almost like you think Kanye put the people there to throw bottles at him?
I don't think so, man.
I mean, it was Kanye.
I really think the people thought Kanye wasn't coming. They paid their money and they was mad. And Kanye was there the whole time, man.
Right. He came there with a little Dirk on stage with him. He brought a little Dirk out. That's what I say. He's real petty.
Yeah, he a petty boy.
Because
man.
how do you pull out of the festival and still show up? You say, I'm not gonna do this concert, pull out. Then you show up just to watch your enemy get beat by bottles.
And the crowd go crazy.
As soon as he came on the stage.
I went crazy.
You don't think that was planned? You don't think you had some
it
of
was
his
definitely
people?
staged. I mean, Kid Cudi didn't know anything about
I'm
nothing.
talking about hitting them with bottles.
I mean, wow.
You know, the water bottles hurt, especially stop the head.
What, they plastic. Ain't no glass water bottles.
If I hit you in the head with a water bottle, throw it at you on stage, it's gonna hurt, man. What are you talking about? Water bottle? Across your head? Why you
Not like a glass one would hurt you.
Especially if you don't see it coming.
Yeah, it could hit you in the eyeball, in the nose, in the mouth, something like that.
They threw a couple bottles at him.
They threw a lot of bottles.
So I just felt like Kanye is just really petty.
Oh man.
You know, and he had it planned. I think Kanye, I don't know, he's up to something.
Oh,
you know,
man.
something similar happened to Lil Durk. He was at another concert.
Right.
And the steam blew up and hit his face.
Yeah.
Blew up and hit his face.
One of the props. Did it do any damage?
Yeah, he had to cancel all his tours for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
It said it was explosion on stage.
Oh, he must have received some burns or something. It must have messed up his vision a little bit. But
yeah, he had a patch over his eye on the show. He had a little patch over his eye.
Dang, bro.
It was at the Lollapalooza.
So, is that a settlement?
I don't think it's that, but like I said, he was just.
I don't know.
He came out to do his part.
I don't know what be in that paperwork.
He came out to do his part. He was featured, and he came out to do his part, and he was walking on the stage. Explosion came and just hit. You know how the effects on the stage.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, do you think the guy that was actually doing it was hit the button, like right there, like
I don't think he want none of that smoke.
Or do you think it was accident on the timer?
I think it was accident.
You think Lil Durk missed sound check so he would know not to walk around there? I'm just saying, like, how do you just walk into it? It was like he was walking and it shot in his face.
But what I'm asking you was a show going on or was it sound check?
Middle concert.
So he was in his thing. He was in his element.
Right.
And he walked over and woof.
Right.
Oh well, that's on that, that's on them people that handle that.
That's what I said. Do you think they did it on purpose?
I hope they ain't do it on purpose.
You think they was like, watch this.
They don't want to get run down on. Hope they ain't do it on purpose. Oh my goodness, I forgot what they call them stage people, man. It's a name for them folks. But
stage crew.
That might be it.
You know what I mean?
That might be it.
But no, I looked at it. It was a picture of him in the hospital. I watched the video when the explosion hit him in his face.
Right.
He actually continued the concert. So I get him proud. He continued his part. He continued for the fans, he said.
Right.
And then you see him in the hospital wrapped, his face is covered up.
That's because somebody got in his ear.
No, it was no time to get in his ear. It happened right there on the spot. And
but I'm saying him going to the hospital sound like a lawsuit. That's like you get in a car accident and you in the back seat and you ain't get hurt, but you was in the accident, you gonna go to the hospital or you gonna get in the ambulance because it helps your suit.
Nah, I don't see that for Durk. I feel like he's like the top of the rap right. He's
so
on top
what?
Of the game.
More money,
so
more money.
He has more. He'll get more money torn than trying to sue.
All I'm saying is that could be $1.1 million for an accident like that to a major star.
I don't think that's.
If that happened to say Mariah Carey, Mariah Carey, what you think gonna happen?
She's gonna be sitting out with her feet up.
Yeah, okay. She gonna get that money. She gonna go right after them boys.
Speaking of money, did you play the Mega Million?
No, I did not.
Somebody hit the jack 1.28 billion
in Illinois.
Crazy.
With a $2 ticket.
Crazy.
You know what the odds of that is? Do you know what the
payout was? The payout was the thing with the pay. It's like if you take the cash payout, you get $742 million. It's like, all right, and then with the taxes out, it comes to like 400-something million.
No, so I ain't doing that.
Yeah, you do.
Man, they tripping.
Yeah, 457 million,
bro.
With taxes out.
Hold up, I won 1.2.
Right.
I settled for 7.4.
Right.
And I end up with 4.
Do you want to pay your taxes now or later?
Why they taking so many taxes out the board, Jim? What's that about?
See, people like you. This guy got 400 something million. And
You're not doing the math, bro.
Who cares? Just 400 something million.
I care.
Really?
I do. Really? Where did $300 million go? I want to know where $300 million, and it better not go to the U.S. government. I don't even like them.
Why does it matter?
Because I don't like them.
But you're getting 400 million though.
I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get.
Who cares? You got 400 million. Do you really care?
I can do something with the 400 million.
You can do something with the 100
but
million.
I want to know where my 300 million went.
You can do something with the 100 million.
I can see if they took 2 million. I would even give them 5 million and I end up with 735. But they gonna take 300 plus $million of your money, the United States government.
Who cares?
For what?
Who cares? Who really cares? You still getting if you're getting 400 million, you really care?
Yeah, I do.
So you took $2, bam, you won 400 million.
No, I won 1.2 billion.
And you gotta pay taxes. No, if
no,
you do the cash
I won
out,
1.2.
So
I settled for 7.4.
Well, you have an option. You can get it paid.
They took 3.4 and left me with 4.
You can get paid that's on. You get an option. You get paid every year. You can break it down how you can get paid down. But if you want an immediate cash out, and an anonymous cash out at that, then you got to pay. They're gonna take X amount out. And
I'm with that. I'm with them taking the 7.4.
And
they could have took 40 million and left me 700 million, and I probably would have been like, all right. But 300 and come on, man, come on, man. Can you write that off? Do you get any of that money back?
I don't see how you care. That's what I'm lost.
I do.
Like it just doesn't make.
I need all mine, bro. I need all mine.
That doesn't make any sense.
And you're a very smart man. Can you write that off? That's all I need to know. Am I getting some of that back?
Do you even care?
Yes,
Why?
I care.
Why?
It's my money.
It's not yours.
It's my money.
They giving it to you.
Man.
It's not yours.
Yo, they tripping.
All right, so real quick, touch on something a little sad so I can get out the way. A deadly flooding took place in Kentucky.
Right.
At the time, it was 25 people they found that were dead from the flooding.
Right.
In Kentucky.
Right.
And they said it's going to be more.
Whew.
You know.
Right.
So I just had to touch on that because I don't think we even know that that's a flooding. Like, how do you have a flood like that? And it's
an act of nature, isn't it?
No, but you know how a flood got to be to destroy the houses and people in it?
Yeah, was it a tornado or where it come from? Where the water come from? The river, the ocean? Where what happened?
I mean, of course there was a storm going on.
Okay.
You know, but just the fact that it's like, and somebody was saying that, you know, he had to swim water waist deep to find his grandfather. Like, so they were swimming in water.
Why are you swimming in water waist deep? You can run in that.
Well, chest deep. Do you still running that?
Yeah, as long as you can breathe, you good.
Nah, I mean,
if you want to go underwater to get somewhere quicker, I wouldn't do it because it's going to be debris and everything. You might get hit upside your head with something, but I mean, I don't know.
But they had 600 air rescues and 600 water rescues. I was like, wow. So 650 air rescues, 600 water. Like they did a lot of rescues.
Yeah, they preserved some life.
And the governor was saying, like, you know, more going to happen, more numbers going to happen. And I was just like, how come you ever notice them floods happen and the governors their houses never get those floods?
I don't know how that works.
You ever notice that? they always on TV like it's a disaster, natural disaster. How does it never hit their house?
Because they out the way. They far out the way. You know, they live up in the mountains. So, hey, I don't know. It's going to take a tsunami to get to them.
You know, but the National Guard was doing this thing. I just want to touch on that real quick for those that didn't know.
Okay, shout out to the National Guard.
That was taking place. It's a little crazy. So, something interesting, right?
Right.
Good old Philadelphia, right?
Right.
So when they had the riots and everything,
right,
there was a lady that was fired that torched the cars and blew up and burned the police cars. So yeah, they caught her. They caught the lady that was in the middle of the riots.
Right.
That was burning the cars.
Over which riot was this?
There's a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
So somewhere in Philly, But they gave her 2.5 years prison sentence
It was a riot in Philly.
during the I guess she was 2 years ago. So that
and they just now catching her.
Well, actually, she
lucky ain't nobody die, because they could have charged her with way more.
Well, she pleaded down to a lesser sentence.
She was out there with a cocktail.
I don't know what she did it with, but she was.
So she had the bottle with the
she firebombed the police
with the chemical
cars.
in it.
So remember when
set it on fire?
George Floyd, the riots, everything was taking place.
Yeah,
and we seen them cars going on fire.
Yeah,
especially here in Philly.
Right.
You know, this is the person, and they found her. The feds found her by her shirt that she bought on Etsy. But she bought a shirt on Etsy. Mm-hmm. It had a special graphic on it.
And they only gave the sister 2 years, huh?
It was a white lady.
See how I did that?
See
how smooth I did that without asking?
No, because
she got 2 years,
2.5 years
for setting the public. She set the police car on fire. She threw a bottle. You know how many charges is in that? It's so many different charges.
How many charges?
You got attempted murder. You got terrorist act. You got.
They took all of them. She pleaded down. She took a plea.
She could do. That's a privilege. I mean, hey.
That's not a privilege. Everybody could take a plea.
Nah, nigga. Oh, you almost got me on it. Come on, bro. Stop.
You can't take a plea when you get locked up?
Bro, she got what she got because she was white. Had that been a black woman, come on, man. They would have hit her with the book.
You know, it's funny you say that. Do you see black women torching police cars with bombs?
No, I don't.
So that doesn't make sense then. that doesn't make sense. That's like saying, had it been a unicorn,
it made plenty of sense. But what I'm saying is, I wanted to ask if it was a white woman, but I said,
well, I know you like color. That's why I
said, oh, they only gave the sister 2, and you was like, it wasn't a sister, it was a white woman.
Guess how old she was. That's what caught my whole attention.
How old was she?
35 years old. What are you doing outside in the riot? 35 years old.
Hey, man, be surprised. Grandma in the club at 35. So, yeah, I mean, hey, she was out there. That's young. Yeah, I mean, she was out there. Yeah.
They found you because the feds were able to find the shirt that you had and tracked it from the buyer who sold it. And you had a special shirt.
And you tell people not to mess with the feds, but yeah, I mean, her privilege.
She didn't know the feds were going to catch up with her. She didn't realize that was going to happen.
But her privilege saved her, man. Her privilege saved her. Like I said, there's so many counts in there. You could make up counts for what she did. She could have set some police officers on fire.
Well, nobody was in the
police officers could have lost their life.
They were parked. It was parked cars. Nobody was in it when she did it. That's why she didn't get that charge. That's why she didn't get that charge.
You sound like somebody on her side.
But listen, it happened in 2020, so she's about to get out. She already had her locked up since 2020.
Wow.
So she never even got out when they got her.
All right. Well, they made her do the whole 2. Wow.
Well, she got more time to do a little bit.
2.5, 6 more months. Okay.
But I was saying, 35 years old, who does that?
Mm-hmm.
You throwing, you have nothing, really, at 35?
Man, they out here fighting in the streets at 35.
If you'd have said you was young,
Right.
But, so New York declares the disaster state of emergency with the monkeypox. What do you think about that? Disaster emergency for monkeypox outbreak.
Oh, I thought that was in San Francisco, but it's in New York.
New York is the biggest right now.
I thought it was San Francisco, but
they declared. What do you think about this whole monkeypox thing?
I mean,
are you afraid of monkeypox?
No, I'm not.
That's something I don't want. I don't want that one. Give me COVID. I take COVID over monkeypox any day. Monkeypox looks nasty and painful.
Oh my goodness, they be lumping up. They look like a Nestle bar or something.
Like a bunch of sores.
Nestle Crunch. That's what they look like. A Nestle Crunch bar. That's ridiculous.
Right.
But so where does monkeypox come from?
They don't know this. Nobody knows this yet. You know what I mean? They gave it the name monkeypox. I don't know why they call it that. But nobody knows. Nobody wants it either. It's spreading real fast.
Wow.
It's spread, and it's like skin to skin contact.
Wow.
So if I got on my arm and I rub you, you got monkeypox.
And in China, they being overrun by monkeys. monkeys is attacking civilians in the
I
streets.
mean, I don't know if
They had over 100 attacks.
I don't know if that's monkeypox though. I'm talking about the actual virus.
The monkey actually be in your window and they tell you don't make eye contact with the monkey.
I know, but that's not the monkeypox.
I know, but where monkeypox come from? It had to come from a monkey, right?
No.
Or they just named it monkeypox.
Of course. they figured, okay, we're gonna pick an animal, and this animal we want to name it. We're gonna call this for monkeypox.
Okay, man-made. Monkeypox is man-made.
I don't know where this thing came from. Man. Somebody, you know.
Oh man,
you know
they be in them laboratories, boy. They just be putting stuff together, and then they just let it get out, and they don't get, you know. I mean, they don't get nothing for that.
Of all the viruses, I'm afraid of this one. The diseases, I don't want the monkeypox. I don't want that one. That's just, I don't. It look painful. I don't want that. Cut me out with that one.
Man, they be trying to make vaccines for everything, man. And some of them vaccines turn into diseases like monkeypox.
Well, they're trying to get the vaccines now for monkeypox. I mean, I just think.
But they say it's from them bulls that you be talking about all the time. They say it's that community.
I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about?
Them bulls. You know them strawberry daiquiris.
I don't know. Get a little more detail.
You know, Woodies.
Get a little more detail.
You know,
man.
Woodies, daiquiri, you know, small booty shorts.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The village people.
Could you elaborate a little more, please? Could you elaborate a little more, please?
Can I?
I have no idea what you're talking about,
bro. The funny dudes.
I have no idea you're talking about.
The funny bulls.
You're a disrespectful guy, man. You know what I mean?
Strawberry daiquiri, you know.
Why can't you just say gay community, LGBTQ community? Call it what it is.
Oh, I hit it like Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Just call it what it is.
How you doing?
You can say gay. You can say gay.
I'm allowed to say gay?
Yeah, you call. They want you to call them gay.
I'm calling them strawberry daiquiri or something like that.
See, that's the part that's disrespectful.
Fruitcake? Is fruitcake disrespectful?
That's very disrespectful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wrong.
They fruitcakes though.
They are not fruitcakes.
They strawberry daiquiri fruitcake. They bull them funny bulls. You know them funny bulls.
I'm not even going. See, this is why I'm not even getting into this. But supposedly we don't know where monkeypox come from. They said one community has it more than other, but they said that's not even true because anybody can get it.
Yeah, we don't know where it came from. They know where it came from. They invented it.
You know.
They know exactly what lab it came from and everything, and it got out. And shit, I mean, it looks horrible, man. It does, but I ain't gotta worry about that.
Why you say that?
How you catch it?
Somebody touch you.
All they gotta do is touch you.
That's it. It's like chickenpox. They gotta do touch you. It's a wrap.
Dang.
That means if you touch a surface where somebody is, and you touch the same surface where they are,
and they had it,
right?
You got it.
There you go.
Goodness gracious, man. They gonna have us out here in bubble suits soon.
Allegedly, yo. I'm not from the medical and WHO and all this. Don't quote me on where it comes from.
Oh, you gonna have me look that up.
I don't know where it comes from.
You gonna have me look that up.
Supposedly, if you touch the surface of another person where they touch, you get it. Supposedly. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
You know.
I definitely gotta look that up.
So that's what I don't want.
That's scary, bro.
Yeah, it's scary. Because
you can't go to the grocery store.
Right.
You can't buy a bottle of water.
Right.
You can't go get a sandwich. You can't touch a pizza box.
Right.
You can't touch a car handle.
That's why
you can't touch anything.
And that's why it's spreading so fast.
Goodness.
But you need the vaccine, supposedly.
But it's in New York right now.
That's the heaviest. It's all over.
And the vaccine they're going to try to put in us will prevent us from catching it.
I don't know what it's going to do. I have no clue.
It don't matter. You ain't taking it.
I have no clue. But real quick. So
monkeypox. Damn, bro.
Remember the rapper Mystical, right?
Yeah.
You know, he on rape charges right now.
He a whole noodle, man.
He on rape charges.
He a whole noodle. But he got away with 2 of them.
But when you read the story, the lady came to his house though. So we got to dig more into the story. We got to find out. The lady comes to his house.
Yeah. And
whatever happened at the house, she leaves saying that he tried to rape her. Now, it was some money involved.
Right.
She said that he said $100 was stolen.
Right.
And
$100.
It's $100 was stolen.
Come on, man.
He took her phone and made him put supposedly $150 cash back at him.
$100.
Gave her the phone. but it was a whole tussle. I don't know. I can't do these stories, man. I don't know, but it's kind of crazy that he's in that situation.
Man, come on, man. He already has a pattern.
Why does she come to why does she go to his house? Why do women go to people's houses at night or date? You know what I mean? What was the purpose of going to the house?
She probably went to the house to get it in.
And then they found some drugs afterwards in his house, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like he was selling drugs, or we don't know what he was doing, but they found Xannies, marijuana.
He definitely has a problem, though. He just needs to go get some help.
But do you think that really happened, though? That's what I'm getting at. You come to somebody's house, something happens, an altercation. We don't know what happened. All of a sudden, you leave and you go to the police office. I always feel like it's money. I always feel it's a money thing.
But he didn't let her leave immediately. You left out the party, held her hostage.
No, it wasn't a party. It was a house.
I know. I said you left out the part where he held her hostage.
Well, that's what you said.
For time, for days.
No, it was no days.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't hear days.
Yeah, he wouldn't let her leave.
I didn't hear days. I heard there was some money that was missing, money that was stolen. I heard that part.
But he raped her. You can't say he didn't. He did it twice already.
I don't know what happened.
You can't say it. He can't say it. He can't. Listen, when you go to court, this is what they're going to do. They're going to look your record up. He raped this woman. He raped this woman on this date. And this woman is saying that he raped her.
Well, one got thrown out because they found out it was consensual or something like that. But I'm just saying, you go to people's houses. What do you expect is supposed to be happening? Not saying you're supposed to. I'm just saying it's always weird. If he was at her house, it sounds a little more okay. But you came to this man's house. We don't know the story. What happened?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares if she came to his house. Mystical is known for raping women.
All right.
Get him some help. That's all we need to do is get Mystical some help because he enjoys it. Who's to know how many women he raped and they just was scared of the situation or who he's affiliated with and kept their mouth closed?
Well, you know that initial rape that took him to jail? Do you remember how that one happened? That was the whole thing, but forget that. This ain't gonna be a rape show.
You're trying to defend one rape.
No, I'm not defending
the other rape.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying, whenever I hear these stories of women going to guys' houses,
right,
it's always money involved somewhere.
Yeah.
If it was no money involved, it's always a money thing. Even Deshaun Watson right now, right? He just got suspended 6 games for the NFL.
He'll be playing week 7.
They're mad at him, but
why are you mad at him? The women took the money.
No, they're mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
For what?
They're mad saying that he got off easy.
No, he didn't.
Organizations and things.
He should have only got 4 weeks.
They said, but he didn't get a fine either.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? But they're mad. But here's the thing: they're not calling that rape. They're saying it was inappropriately, sexual inappropriateness. Pretty much is what they said.
It was just a bunch of women trying to get paid.
Right.
They got their money.
So they got the 6. Well, only 20.
When they got paid, he really should have just started the season. He shouldn't have got no games.
He paid 21 out of 23 though. He didn't pay all of them.
I know he got 4 more pending. But what I'm saying is, once them women took the money,
right,
that was over with. He shouldn't have got no games at all. He should be starting the NFL season game 1. I'm a fan. I'll be watching, and I hope he put his thing down. Cleveland gonna be tough once he take the realm.
All right.
Cleveland, yep. Man, look.
All right.
Matter of fact, I'm taking them on the game.
Okay.
Whew.
All right. Anyway.
He about to light this thing up, bro. He about to light this.
Yeah, I can't go there with you.
Deshaun Watson about to put his thing down, bro. They got a defense. He got crazy weapons, and you know what he is as a quarterback. I got him, man. I got him in the top 3.
All right. You know what? You already know what I'm about to do, right?
Chicken.
Yeah. I don't care about that.
Chicken. Switch it up.
I don't care about that. But what we want to talk about is good old Fabio Foreign. We're going to talk about Fabio Foreign.
I want to hear this one.
Fabio Foreign, you know what I'm saying? The rapper making headlines.
Right.
He said May signed him and gave him $5,000 advance.
P. Diddy 2.0.
And then so Mace had to come defend himself.
Right.
And he spoke on it. And Mace said, no, I gave him $750,000.
Yes.
And I took $800,000.
Right.
Took $800,000.
Right.
on a whole deal situation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said 750,000, and he took away the 30%. Right. Mace had it in there where 30%, whereas though every show Fabio would have done for the rest of his career, Mace could have got paid off of that.
Right. So
and he took that away.
So what do you think? Why do you think Fabio did that though?
I don't know. I honestly can't tell you why he made that move.
That's what I'm getting at. So why would you only talk about the 5,000? I think it's something coming up. It's promotion. There's something coming up. Because why would you say he gave you 5,000, but you actually got to deal with 750,000?
That's close to $1 million.
Right, and he changed your whole entire life.
Is he still under?
And he
said he still Mace artist?
He said he didn't take his publishing either. Well, he's on the contract. So
all right, well, he ain't take his publishing. He don't take none of the show money.
Right.
He got it, gave back the 30%.
Right.
So it's $5 problem.
That was my question.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. And he an artist, him and Mace the same age, and he making this type of money. So, I mean,
You know what I want to do real quick? Because I got too much going on.
Right.
Interesting us.
All right.
Let's go back to relationships, right?
Right.
And let's talk about what are the 8 signs that you know that your woman, you're incompatible. You're incompatible. You and your woman are incompatible. There's 8 signs. People get in these relationships, people get with these people, but there's signs that let you know that you guys are not compatible.
Right.
We have 8 of them.
Okay.
You know, one of them, we talk about the future looks different. You're in a relationship with somebody and the future looks different. Y'all not on the same page. You know, somebody wants a dog house with children. You're like, I don't want that. You know, somebody wants to do more traveling. Other person wants to settle. Those things are important.
Y'all not on the same page.
Not on the same page at all.
Almost like y'all not compatible.
Right.
Okay.
Also, if both of y'all are stubborn, it's definitely not going to work.
All right.
You know what I mean?
That's one.
That's not going to work, you know, because you're going to always butt heads.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're always going to butt heads. You know what I mean? So the opposites, they say opposites attract, you know, for a reason. Also, if you're not on the same intellectual level, so sometimes education is important.
Yeah.
Like if you're this PhD, it may be hard to be with the person that don't even have a college degree.
Right.
You know.
Right. Unless y'all just truly love each other. He could be a construction worker, you could be a doctor.
But the signs and the signs and the signals are totally different. Is what I'm saying. So it's like the education part is like, all right, because all right, you're pretty much, like I said, you've been PhD level. This person's not. When you go on to your friends and have circle and conversations, it's going to be a little different.
Do we got time for this, bro?
It's going to be a little different.
We got like funny, 3 minutes left. You on number 2.
3.
All right. Let's get it popping.
You keep cutting me off. If you want to say you ain't got time for this, bro, I could have ran them off.
All right, we'll run them off.
You know what? I'm closing the show. That's it. I'm closing the show. We thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to finish that next week. How about that?
Let's do it.
Thank everybody for tuning in. Billionaire Radio, episode 68, season 2, in the books. Sponsored by Alpha for You. We out.
Billions.
Woo!